for our Metro Manufacturing Alliance's general meeting. My name is Jack Harrison. I'm an economic development specialist and the MMA liaison here at One Southern Indiana. I'm excited to update you with what's been going on with the MMA over the past few months and how we've been working to engage and make an impact with our local businesses here in the Southern Indiana region. Quick overview of today's agenda. We'll start just by highlighting some recent events we've had to start the year. We will touch on some project announcements that we've had here recently as well. We'll take a look forward into some upcoming events here in the spring. And you'll hear from our content partner this time, which is Indiana University Southeast. They have some great interviews with alumni and others to talk about how IUS is such a valuable partner when it comes to workforce development here in Southern Indiana. As always, thank you for your support and for the support of our MMA sponsors, Harding Szymanski, Cutter Construction, Mariner Wealth Advisors, and PNC Bank. To start the year strong, the MMA has continued hosting our two executive monthly roundtables facilitated by Rip Tilden and Louis Rudy. These roundtables are open to anyone in leadership positions for our MMA members. If you haven't attended one of these roundtables before, let me give you 4 reasons your company should consider. Number 1, company growth. At 1SI, we grow business. It's our motto for a reason. These peer conversations are initiated by our facilitators who bring their own industry knowledge and experience and business acumen to help your business succeed. Number 2, professional growth. Whether you're a grizzled vet or a newcomer in leadership, someone else at the table has been in your shoes in some form or fashion, so please come take advantage of their perspective as you continue to grow in your own path. Number 3, knowledge sharing. These groups tackle common topics and often discuss strategies that have helped their company succeed in the past. We want you to bring your own insights as well. And lastly, networking. Always working to expand your reach, to form new friendships or forge deeper connections with folks you may already know in the room. These groups discuss a number of topics over the course of the year, and the best part, it's driven by you, our MMA members. Tell us what you want to hear more about, and our facilitators and our team will work to bring the best resources to bear. To give you just one example, in February we discussed employment and immigration, bringing in a guest speaker, Irina Strelkova from Frost Brown Todd. Her expertise in the changing landscape of immigration policy and how businesses should respond was an immensely valuable conversation. If you'd like to find out more about either of these opportunities with these roundtables, you know where to find me. This month in March, our WMMA held their first get-together of the year. I'd like to thank our gracious host at Vetiver Aromatics in New Albany. We started off the evening with one of our 2024 Woman of the Year in Manufacturing finalists, D. Worm of ERL, kicked off an informal conversation on workforce in manufacturing. Thank you, Dee, for your insights, and thank you to the rest of the group who share their perspective and observations as well. Afterward, we participated in some scent-making activities and just had some fun. If you're someone who supports the advancement of women in manufacturing, please join us. Our next event later in June will be held at Churchill Downs, courtesy of our WMMA sponsor, PNC, so don't miss it. Now for some economic development updates. The Metro Manufacturing Alliance provides a unique opportunity for us to stay engaged with you, our existing members, companies and employers, but it's also something we can point to and showcase to leverage opportunities with companies who might be interested in looking at our market to attract projects that we can all benefit from. So thus far in 2025, we've had 2 new projects come in. First one here is Genpack, a manufacturer of single-service food packaging, is expanding their existing facility in Scottsburg, Indiana, bringing in 45 new jobs with an added payroll of just over $2.1 million, along with a capital investment of $10.5 million. So we're excited for an existing company in Genpack to be expanding. And then secondly, Apaden, who is a developer of commercial data centers will be building on an infill location in Jeffersonville, adding 5 new jobs with an added payroll of $750,000, but a large capital investment number of $380 million. We hope to know the end user of that facility in the next few months. As always, it's your investment and involvement that helps us to be successful in this work. So we thank you, and we will keep working with you to retain our local businesses and keep stacking those wins with you and our many partners here in Southern Indiana. Next up, we have our content partner this time around, Indiana University Southeast. What you're about to see is just a few of the stories of folks who have put in the hard work and developed their skills at IUS.
Hello, I'm Debbie Ford, Chancellor of Indiana University Southeast in New Albany. It is my honor to speak with you today about strengthening the connection between IU Southeast and the Metropolitan Manufacturing Alliance, known as the MMA. We recognize the essential role that manufacturing plays in driving our region's economy, and we are committed to being your partner in workforce development, innovation, and business success. IU Southeast has a long history of collaborating with the manufacturing sector, providing well-educated, highly skilled graduates ready to contribute in areas such as accounting and finance, logistics, marketing, computer science, human resources, laboratory sciences, communication, and much more. Many of our alumni have advanced into leadership positions within your companies, shaping the future of this industry. We are continuously expanding our programs and enhancing the skills of our graduates to meet your evolving business needs. Each year, we proudly graduate approximately 700 individuals, with more than 80% of these graduates choosing to stay in our region. They work, raise their families, and reinvest in our communities. Today, over 25,000 IU Southeast alumni are making an impact across all sectors of business and industry, driving innovation, improving efficiency, and ensuring that our region remains competitive on a national and global stage. So how do we ensure our graduates are equipped for success in your businesses? Our faculty members bridge the gap between academia and industry, staying attuned to emerging trends, adapting coursework, and developing programs aligned with your workforce demands. Take, for example, Dr. Paul Pittman, Professor of Operations and Supply Chain Management. In addition to teaching, Dr. Pittman serves as the chair of the Board of Directors of the Association for Supply Chain Management, a national leader in logistics and corporate solutions. Let's hear from Dr. Pittman on how he integrates real-world industry insights into our academic programs here at IU Southeast.
Hello, I'm Paul Pittman, Professor of Supply Chain Management here at Indiana University Southeast. I've been a faculty member here since starting in 1992. I'm one of those faculty members that enjoys seeing the practical relevance of what it is I'm teaching in the real world. I've done a lot of consulting for many years with both regional manufacturing and service organizations as well as national and global organizations. I became involved a number of years ago with the Association for Supply Chain Management at a local volunteer level, but then I ended up being invited to be on one of their professional certification committees. That led to other opportunities based upon successes there, and ultimately becoming a member of the Association for Supply Chain Management Board of Directors. Fellow Board of Directors selected me to be the chairman of the board this year in 2025. I'm the only academic on the board. Most of the people are head of supply chain management for global businesses such as Hewlett-Packard, Levi Strauss, Google. It keeps me grounded in what's relevant and what's important, and also in the idea of strategy, leadership, and global supply chain management. Being involved with the Association for Supply Chain Management as well as the consulting really does directly benefit the students because they know right away that what we're talking about, I can use real world examples of how it's applied, where it's applied. We get guest speakers in. The nice thing about having online capabilities is I can have guest speakers literally from all over the world join us via Zoom. They can speak to the students, people that you'd normally, it would be very expensive or nearly impossible to get them on campus, but they join virtually. So having those relationships to have and bring those people in is great. It also helps with regard to getting students connections and placements for both internships and jobs. There's nothing more powerful when employers are looking for future hires or candidates when they get a recommendation from a faculty member because they know that we know them firsthand. As I mentioned before, I was very much practically oriented, and the reason why it's such a good fit here at IU Southeast is because, especially with our MBA program, literally 99% of our graduate students currently work full-time. So it's really important for them to see a direct application of the concepts they're learning. And they actually get really excited about it. In many cases, it opens up doors for them in their own lives and their careers as they're evolving through and growing in their own companies and organizations. It's really fun that when I get messages back both on LinkedIn and from people that were students of mine years ago or even more recently, and they become executives of organizations or vice presidents and in many cases presidents of organizations, and they contact me and they say, you don't know how big of a difference what I learned in your class directly applies to what I'm doing here. And that's the ultimate reward for many faculty members to hear back from those students and know that it really made a difference in their lives and their careers.
The influence of our faculty doesn't stop in the classroom. It translates into real-world impact. Our graduates take the lessons they've learned and apply them in ways that make a difference. One shining example is Steve Merchant, an IU Southeast alumnus who now serves as the Director of Ground Services and Contingency at UPS Worldport. Steve's career trajectory demonstrates the value of an IU Southeast education in shaping industry leaders.
Hi, I'm Steve Merchant. I'm the Director of Ground Services and Contingency with UPS Airlines. I'm an IUS graduate of 2011. I majored in General Studies with a focus on Business Management. I transferred from Ivy Tech with an associate degree in Business Management. IUS for me was very flexible. It accepted all my transfers. They collaborated very well with Ivy Tech. So when I was transferring in from a business degree and seeking more responsibility at UPS, it allowed me to have a path to focus on. As I took business management classes, I noticed there were more professors that had business experience outside from GE, from Ford, and different locations that actually helped put the pieces together for me when we spoke about business management. It really gave me a good base to start from. So I was experiencing it firsthand at UPS, then I was learning it from the classroom, so I was able to tie all of that together. The classes were very flexible. I worked nighttime, so I had to piece my schedule around, and IUS provided a great schedule for me to take classes. Here at UPS, we're collaborating with IUS for looking for more opportunities to provide for our workers. We have a program that's called Earn and Learn that we offer $5,250 a year, $25,000 max for workers that work at UPS that can attend IUS. Their degrees could possibly impact the businesses that they're working and collaborating with. Here at UPS, we have fields in business management, we have fields in finance, accounting, industrial engineering. They're taking the classes at IUS and they come back to UPS. I think it's a win-win situation for us because we're giving the education from IUS. They're flexible, they're working around the schedules, and they provide a lot of opportunities for college students. One of the biggest things IUS does is they collaborate with all the local businesses with a pool of students for their specialty and what they're looking for in a job or a career. I think IUS does a really nice job trying to pair the students with the right employer. And by doing so, they're visiting the employers, they're looking for where the opportunities lie and what they're looking for from a student and what possible careers are at these businesses. Since we've partnered with IUS, we've seen a lot of collaboration, and we're seeing benefits that will actually help our employees here at UPS and actually benefit the students at IUS.
Now, you may be wondering, how can IU Southeast support your company? Well, first, we want to partner with you. We'd love to connect and understand your specific needs, helping you to tailor our programs and initiatives to support your business and your workforce. Second, we invite you into our classrooms. Your experience is invaluable to our students, whether as guest lecturers, mentors, or industry advisors. Your insights help shape the next generation of manufacturing professionals. Third, we want our students to engage with your businesses, whether through site visits, company tours, or internship opportunities. Giving students firsthand exposure to your operations reinforces their learning and helps them see how their studies apply in real-world settings. Fourth, we help you recruit and develop talent. In addition to undergraduate and graduate degrees, IU Southeast offers professional development certificates and digital badges in specialized areas of business and manufacturing. These short, focused programs allow you to upskill current employees, preparing them for leadership roles while meeting your evolving workforce needs. And fifth, we support and encourage tuition reimbursement programs. Encouraging employees to pursue further education strengthens your workforce while enhancing employee retention and satisfaction. It's a powerful recruiting tool in today's competitive job market and a win-win for both employees and employers. We can help you develop a tuition reimbursement program that is right for you and your employees.
My name's Cameron Armstrong. I graduated from IUS in May of 2024 and currently work at Samtec as a sales support and systems analyst. One thing that really helped start me out in my career was becoming a co-op. The co-op program at Samtec typically aligns on the semesters or every 6 months, and it's going to be a job rotation within that time period. College students can work 20 to 30 hours a week. You get to see all the different departments in the company, or within your own department, you can see all of the different jobs. My role started with order entry, with just learning the systems. And then I went over to marketing to do some data analysis. And then I went to pricing and quoting and learned customer engagement, but also learned how to price our products. And then I went to an application support role and learned all about the actual products we sell, also being able to answer some engineering related and pretty specific questions about the products. And then in May, once I graduated, I started full-time. Another benefit that I could see for partnering with IUS is that you basically get a trial period of future employees before they actually graduate and get into the workforce. You are able to train an employee part-time, which saves on cost, but then you're also able to recruit them into full-time while they continue their growth through IUS. IUS does a lot of excursions to local manufacturing. Those excursions are kind of like large group interviews. We can see how people behave in their natural environment, but also how they behave professionally and how they interact with others. A lot of people have gotten recommendations, interviews, or even a position offer from these excursions. There's been a lot of people who are really engaged, really on their stuff, and we're like, that one. We want that one to submit their resume. And we'll talk to the professor about it, they'll send a resume, and there's been 2 or 3 times where someone's actually ended up with a co-op job just from how they handled themselves, and then actually ended up getting an interview and did really well. One interesting point, it was actually on a tour bringing IUS students in and kind of like a recruiting tour. My chain of command was in the room, and it was kind of funny. It was 3 generations of all IUS graduates, but also Samtec co-ops. Pretty interesting that we all also had multiple of the same professors at IUS. Students are there to learn, students are there to grow, and students also typically want to stay local. So you have people with strong roots and ties to the community that are trying to grow It's a really great place to invest in because your people aren't going to leave and your investment's not going to wander away.
At IU Southeast, our commitment to manufacturing and industry partners is stronger than ever. Together, we can cultivate the next generation of skilled professionals, drive economic growth, and ensure our region remains a hub of innovation and excellence. We look forward to working with you as we bring on tomorrow. Thank you.
Amazing. Thank you to our folks at IUS for sharing these stories about how they're helping to develop the local workforce here in our neck of the woods. Lastly, to finish up here today, I want to flag a couple of upcoming MMA events that we have where we would love for you to join us. First up here on April 8th is our first annual business building workshop for manufacturers and small businesses. April 8th at Ivy Tech. From 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. We will have facilitators who can speak to both our manufacturers and small businesses on a number of topics. We'll be covering everything from sales and marketing, business law and expansion, HR best practices, finance and KPIs, those key performance indicators, government contracting, and overcoming leadership challenges. Both breakfast and lunch will be provided. That price for registration is $249 for our MMA and 1SI members and $349 for any non-members. Contact me if you are interested in learning more. Spots are limited, and we want to ensure you can send any of your staff to learn and engage in this opportunity. Next up, one of our premier events every year that we're always excited to put on. Our MMA Summit is coming up. This year it'll be on Wednesday, May 7th, back at the KFC Yum Center. Check-in will begin around 7:30 along with breakfast, followed by introductory remarks and our lineup of speakers beginning around 8 a.m. and we'll aim to wrap things up around 1:30. This year, the MMA Summit is proud to present Empowering Players Positioning for Success. Because in the game of industry, knowing the players is your first advantage. You will learn more about our regional brand of the Forador, one of our key business attraction strategies. The Forador is how we, along with you, work to position our region for continued success and growth. With the key piece being here, the 4 R's. What are those? River, rail, runways, and roads. In other words, our regional logistics infrastructure, quality of life, and spirit of hard work that all bring those powerful competitive advantages here for us. While there are many organizations, companies, and partners that make up this pro-business atmosphere, you will hear from a handful of these important players, including the Ports of Indiana, UPS, Class 1 rail provider CSX, as well as KIPTA, the Kentucky and Indiana Planning Development Agency. Later that morning, you'll also be guided through an economic forecast by our valued partners at Fifth Third Bank. Insights here will help you better grasp where our national and regional economies stand and provide a look towards potential opportunities here in the near future. Our keynote speaker will be a presentation from representatives of the Indiana and Kentucky FBI offices on what they see as current threats, both to U.S. companies and for the everyday American household, and how we can work to protect ourselves from these threats. Lastly, over lunch, you'll hear from knowledgeable local business leaders, both on their personal and company success through our regional leadership panel, as well as what resources that they've tapped into over the years that you may find of benefit to you and your company as well. For this event, each of our MMA members receive 2 free tickets, so be sure to claim those. If you haven't claimed them yet, please reach out to me directly. Of course, there's also discounted pricing on additional individual tickets, or maybe you're interested in purchasing a table. Those are all there at your disposal. Throughout the day, there will also be breaks to engage with our booth sponsors who will be present in the room, and just to learn how they could be of any help to your business. in any number of ways. If you're a company that is interested in a booth sponsorship and you want to get in a room full of manufacturers and folks in supporting industry, again, you know where to find me. We hope you will come and join the fun. That'll do it for today, folks. As our MMA liaison, please get in touch with me if there is anything you need assistance with or you would simply like to learn more about. Again, we wouldn't be able to do this without you. Thank you for tuning in. On behalf of our economic development team and everyone here at 1SI, we wish you all the best. See you next time.